So good afternoon, brothers and sisters. I wanted to give testimony because I joined the church just over a year ago. I was an atheist. My wife came to the church. She's a Colombian person, I'm British. And when I went to the churches in Bogota with her, went to about 2 or 3, I kept getting told I was going to get papers to travel and study, even though I believed I was too old to study, which is something I have said before, but not to my wife. So we're in Bogota. I was told this in prophecy, and after about a month or so, I told my wife about it, that I was told that I was going to study again, but we were living in China at the time, or going to aim to go back to China. So my wife said, we'll try and get you a student visa. So we ended up applying for about, I think it was 50 universities, 50 of them, and they all said no. No, he's too old. I'm only 30, but in China they said it's too old. So my wife called one of them, a university just outside of Shanghai, and started speaking to someone and said, oh no, look, he's too old. But then the guy in the background said, hang on, give me the phone. And he said, tell me about him. What's he like? Where's he from? So my wife explained everything, and then I was working in the UK and she was at home applying, and she sent me a message saying, they've accepted you to the university in Shanghai. So I was really surprised. I didn't think it was going to happen that way, and even up until I got the visa, I was very worried that something was going to happen that was going to take it away. So we came to Shanghai the end of last year, so September last year, both in Shanghai studying. We didn't have a lot of money because a lot of our money went on to the scholarship program, so you got to pay 50-50 for the scholarship program. So we struggled quite a lot financially to do that. But coronavirus happened, and then we got into a lot of trouble financially. We didn't borrow money, but we were kind of living off about 10 to 15 kwai a day. Sometimes we were looking for coins in pockets just to kind of get through it. And my wife's mum actually sent us a little bit of money to make sure we were okay. And we were getting through it. But as things started to open up here, like, I needed to find something to give us a bit of extra security. So I gave a little prayer to God. I said, God, please, I just need an opportunity, just something to work for. I'm not asking for big things, just a little opportunity so I can prove myself and get something. And then pretty much the next day, I had a guy contact me on my WeChat. He said, hey, are you still in Shanghai? I was like, yes, of course I am. I haven't left. And he's like, well, I need someone immediately to start tomorrow. Are you interested? And I said, yeah, I'll take it. And he said, like, how much can you do? And I said, I'll work. So basically I've been working 10-hour days there to get some extra income for us here. And the pay is really, really good. It's enough for us to recover all the losses we had because of coronavirus and put us in a good position for the next 6 months. So God answered my prayer, and they're really happy with me, and they want to give me more and continue the relationship onwards from there because of the positive feedbacks I've received because of it. So there's two promises that have been a long time coming in many ways, but they've come to fruition now, so they are now happening, and I just wanted to give praise to God.
The Lord told me in my prophecy that He will be giving me responsibilities in my workplace, and that He will be the one who will give me the wisdom and intelligence in accomplishing my tasks. Last month, there was a very major project that I was involved in, and my task was very crucial. The enemy took it as an opportunity to attack me and make me weak. The enemy placed doubts and bitterness in me, as there were days where some of the people also involved in the project would say bad things to me. Every day I would pray to the Lord and ask for His help. I remembered what He told to me in prophecy, to pray to Him in detail, and He will manifest even in the last minute. Indeed, God fulfilled His promise. He defended me and put grace and favor in my face. He gave me strength and gave me the victory. The project became successful and all the bosses were impressed with the outcome. I know that it's the Lord who made it all possible. Another promise that God told me in prophecy is for me not to worry, because He will not leave me lacking and He will provide for everything, even my family's needs. Because of the pandemic, my industry was largely affected. Many companies under the same industry as ours had to cut salaries of their employees and even lay off some of their employees. Even our company owner had announced that we might become affected as well, as many of our clients cut on their budget. I did not worry because I remembered the Lord's promise. 4 months after the lockdown was announced, our company is still operating. No one was laid off, and I am still receiving the same amount of salary. The Lord has been providing us with enough food and grocery supply. The Lord has been so merciful to us. All of these, I testify to give all the glory and honor to the Lord.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. May the Lord bless you. So earlier this year, around January, when the pandemic hasn't really begun yet, we were planning to travel in October, and we booked our accommodation, paying half of the fee as a reservation. Then the pandemic happened, and we weren't really sure if it will be okay by October, so we waited a couple of months to see the situation. And then June came, and the situation hasn't really gotten any better, so we decided to just cancel the accommodation, thinking that we'll just book again if things would go well by October. So we were trying to get a refund, but the accommodation platform only covers the refunds for this pandemic situation, bookings from March until June or July. So we couldn't get our refund. And they said that since we're booked on October, the refund policy doesn't really include us. We're not covered by it, and it will be at the decision of the owner of the place to return the money or not. And so we messaged the owner of the place, and she didn't want to return the money. So we messaged back the platform service that we use for our accommodation, and we didn't really get our replies. We prayed about it, and the Lord spoke to me and told me that the money that I've been praying about, it will be returned, and that I would see support, and that nothing is impossible with Him. Then after a few days, the platform service messaged back, and they asked us to send some files that they need, and they told us that we will be able to get the full refund, even including the service charge that we paid. Because normally when you're refunded, the service charge isn't refundable. And it's amazing because we're gonna get the full refund, and truly the Lord works miracles and does the impossible things. Nothing is impossible with the Lord, and this I testify to give the glory and honor to the Lord.